Hey everyone, just a quick word before we start. Early in this episode, I talk pretty openly about something I've been dealing with, my depression diagnosis and what the last few months have actually looked like. Steph and I get into it properly. Everything from head injuries, the stuff that us as men don't normally say out loud, all of it. It's pretty honest, and in places you might find it heavy. If that's not what you came here for today, no hard feelings. The golf starts around the 17-minute mark. But if any of it sounds familiar to you, please talk to someone, a doctor, a mate, whoever it is. Look up your local mental health crisis helpline. There's no shame in it. And you don't need a good reason to feel like this if you're also feeling the same. I have a great life. I've got nothing to be depressed about. But unfortunately, for some of us, that's not the way our brains work. With all that said, we've been gone 2 months. It's the last week of the PGA Tour season. And we've come back out with a list of every single thing in golf that we are completely, unequivocally out on. This is episode 29. Let's get into it. All right. What number is that? I think it's 29 after 2 months. Whew. Alrighty. Welcome back. Episode 29. I mean, not welcome back. Welcome back from the break. Big break. Good to have you back here again, mate. But yeah, obviously, thanks for tuning in. If you've been with us for the first 28 episodes, we're here today, episode 29, and obviously, bit of a break there in the summer, and I can't actually remember what I said when we posted, but we're gonna be changing things up a little bit. But I meant what I said. You know, doing this has been a bunch of fun and kind of. Needed a month or so there to touch a bit of grass.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the last two leading in, we kind of lost something, lost our stride. I know you were dealing with some health stuff that you wanted to take care of, but it just wasn't the same for a bit. And I think a break did us good. You know, I still saw you 4 times a week, but we weren't sitting down here chatting. Yeah, but no. Yeah. Yeah, how do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I think I was thinking about this when we came in, because I think probably particularly as a man, I guess it's not easy stuff to talk about, and I was thinking about how I was going to say this because a lot of people share are vulnerable with stuff they're going through, often cite mental health struggles, things like this. And I was thinking about saying the same thing, but I guess, something I've been going through is, straight up, doctors tell me I have depression, and
cool shit.
And
always cool to have.
Always cool. Yeah. And the reason I say doctors tell me, I should just say I have depression. And the reason it's hard for me to say that is I have nothing to be depressed about. I'm very, very lucky.
Other than your golf game right
my
now.
golf game. Yeah. I have a wonderful wife. I have great family, great friends around me. I'm employed. I have a great job. I get to play golf. I have a roof over my head. And so it's been for the past number of years, but particularly the past 2 months have been very hard mentally, but very, very frustrating because I don't have any reason to feel like this, and I think that's part of the thing. Maybe we should have, I guess, done a disclaimer at the start. I'm not, unless you're not telling me something, you're not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, so anything we're saying, and if you're going through the same thing, please chat with your friends, all of that stuff. I'm already fumbling over my words, but it's extremely frustrating. I've had more days recently than not where I'm just like, I would quite happily, and I guess maybe a trigger warning on this, I would quite happily go to sleep and not be here, which is very frustrating, very sad, because again, I'm very lucky and I live a very lucky life. But we don't need to get too deep into that, but I thought it was important to kind of say it straight up. rather than sort of, and for other people that share their stories, there's nothing against you. You know, people have their own prerogative how they want to share it. But if you're struggling with stuff out there too, not that I'm not trying to lead by example or anything like that, but I think it's just important to say it. And I'm working hard on it and working through it. It's very tough. Having a shower is a challenge right now.
I've noticed that with you. Yeah.
Yeah, when we go for our morning showers together.
Yeah. You're not into it as much.
Not
anymore.
into it as much.
Yeah.
But I meant what I said before we took the break. This has been doing this with you and hanging out with one of my best mates has been such a fun time. And I'll stop there. But that's sort of been the last couple of months. We have been enjoying some golf together though, which has been great. My game is in an absolute shambles, but again, that's okay.
You know, I've just connecting everything that you said there. Been there before. You know, on and off, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You do a better job of talking about it, I think, than most, and talking about it helps. And our other good buddy was going through something similar, and I read a quote, and I think I've said it to you as well, but, you know, when times get tough, seek the helpers, right? And it was just, I think for you, a couple times I had to just pull you out. We went on a golf trip this week, and I think if I didn't pull you to force you to go, you may have just sat here in your swallows and, you know, went through your routine and, you know, seek the helpers. And we've had some deep conversation on this podcast, I think, to Hayden Underhill's episode, right?
Yep.
And the struggles he's gone through, and others have talked about it, and
for completely different reasons.
Yeah,
obviously.
for sure. Absolutely. Yep. But, you know, you don't have to compare stories,
yep.
right? Your story is just as important. So, if you're struggling with anything, seek out the friends. And unfortunately for you, I think your bad golf plays a part in everything else that's going on. But when you're on the golf course, you don't necessarily recognize these things. It's like, well, I want this to be a reprieve from everything else I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And that's not how golf goes. And I think it's to transition to golf, I think it's a good conversation of, you know, golf is supposed to be fun, right? And like when it's not fun and it's bleeding into everyday life, and I don't think that's necessarily the case by any means, then it's a problem, because like that's not a healthy relationship with a game.
Well, it's like whether it's golf or alcohol or like anything else, right? Again, not comparing the two, but you're absolutely right. I think I've felt like, you know, so going out on the golf course, that was the part where I was like, okay, I'm going to get a win here. And, you know, the win was shooting a good score, which hasn't been happening. So that's been snowballing into more frustration. Whereas, like you say, the win is being on the first tee, you know, being out with your friends, being in the sun. It's not always easy to have that perspective, but it's the golf game. The golf game has been a struggle, but grateful for yourself. We've kind of just bitten the bullet, right? And we're doing the full rebuild.
We are
now.
Rebuilding it.
Yeah.
But just lastly on that, if you were playing in a boot, like a broken foot boot, your expectations of the game would be lower, right? And I think people get their brain's not working right, and they still have the same expectations. So, you know, when golf becomes unhealthy, take a step away for a bit. Like we have a good buddy that's done that multiple times, and I think it's actually a healthy thing for him. But it's hard, because then it's like, well, it's, you know, we're almost 40, right?
Yeah.
It's not like we have a lot of other hobbies, right? It's not like you're like, well, I'll go race my car. Like, you know, you can't like, well, now I'm going to crash, right? It's hard. It is hard. And, but having that healthy medium, like golf shouldn't dictate people's happiness. And
100%.
A lot of people do. And I think I was there a long time ago. And now I think what I get out of the game is completely different. I like the competitive aspect, and if I lose, I don't really care.
Yeah.
And if I win, I care less than I lose. You know what I mean? Like I even care less, but that's what I get out of it. It's just the healthy competition with friends and seeing cool places. But at the end of the day, you know, if the brain's not working, the brain's not working. So kudos to you for doing the right things. And as you said, going to a doctor, the amount of people in this day and age, right? The TikTok generation that have diagnosed themselves with all sorts of stuff, right? Self-diagnosis is good to start, but let's go and actually talk to somebody that can turn that corner. And it's hard work. It's very hard work. I've been there before, and it sucks. It really, really sucks to be there and feel like no one sees you. But I think everybody around you knew what was going on. I think we knew the way we were acting. I think, you get to a certain age where you ask. You just like, hey, are you okay? Mm-hmm. No, I'm not. And you're first taken back. It's like, just tell me you're fine. Right. But kudos to you. I think it's healthy. It's healthy. It's a step in the right direction. And I don't know if you've felt improvements. I think I've seen improvements, but that doesn't necessarily, people put on a really good mask at times, right? So,
I think that, like I say, the last thing I'll say, and if you're watching this or listening to this and, like you say, showering's a struggle, all those things that I said, I think the thing that is tough about it is, you mentioned walking around a moon boot, right? Mm-hmm. If you've got a broken leg and you got a cast on, everyone's like, oh, that guy's got a broken leg. And then you see the doctor and you're in a cast and maybe you're on some medication, you do some rehab and the thing gets better and you're like, oh, my broken leg's better now. And the brains are not like that, right? And so it's me, my wife will probably laugh at this. I consider myself a logical person. So when there's nothing, when there's nothing broken and there's no reason to point at, it's very. I think that's the hardest part, like you say, is actually admitting it. Because the longer you fight it and you push it back, it only gets worse. It doesn't get better. So
I think to go even deeper in the conversation, you were a very competitive water skier. I did a lot of extreme sports as a kid. I'm sure you're up there too, countless head injuries that went undiagnosed. Right? And it plays a massive part, 100%. Most people always see me with a hat. They probably think, oh, he doesn't want to show off that he's bald. That's not it. I have extreme light sensitivity to light above my head. And it's not because I don't have hair. It's always been that way because I've hit my head way too many times. And you do that, and the brain's it's going to have these moments. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying I have CT or any of these things, but there's little effects where your brain takes you in places that maybe somebody that hasn't had brain damage. I don't know about you, but you've probably been knocked out before. It's a very weird thing.
It's a strange thing.
In those next few days, and it's just kind of piecing this together. Those next few days after a concussion are kind of similar to when you're going through a depression, where it's that fog. And that why is this why do I feel this way, and why can't I look at anything? And
the way I've described it is because I'm very lucky and I feel like I'm a very capable person, but it's like you're sitting in a Ferrari and you can't put the gas pedal down. You're your
those dreams. I think I talked about it here, the dreams where I'm on a golf course and I can't take a backswing because there's a wall there. I always had the dream playing music where I got on stage, I forgot all the songs.
You just froze.
But then it's a reality for a bit. And now you're on the golf course. My brain doesn't know how to swing this golf club right now because I don't want to be here, but I do want to be here. And it's so frustrating.
It is.
I'm here for you. You know that. I'll never let someone suffer. I will be the guy where people have to say back off, and I'm fine with that. Because I've been there where no one reached out, and it sucks. And I'll never have a friend go through that alone.
I appreciate it, mate. I really appreciate it. I'll probably watch this back and be again, fumbled over my words, gargled the whole thing. But anyway, hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. And anyway, thanks for listening through that. Thanks for being here. If you are also going through the same thing, it's tough, but there's no shame in admitting it. And like you say, your brain is like any other muscle. It's like going to the gym. So going to a doctor or going to a therapist or whoever it is that you're going to, think of it's like a workout, right? And it's really important. But yeah, thanks, mate. Really appreciate you. And
but I think it brought on to a topic we wanted to chat about today. To bring it into golf is, there's a lot of things in golf that suck too, that we just hate.
Yeah, exactly.
So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna list some things, but here's it's kind of a little game. So I'm gonna propose something.
Yeah.
You have to agree with it to make our official list of things we are out on in golf.
Things we're out on. Okay.
And you're going to give me some. We're going to go back and forth. We have to argue. We're going to debate. We're going to argue. We're going to have laughs about it. But before we get to that, we should this is the last week of the PGA Tour for the season.
Yeah.
There is the fall series. I'm sure if I lose this week, I'll try to fight that and be like, we got to do the fall series.
You're a degenerate. There'll be some bets in the fall.
There's going to be something going on. But where do we stand right now with the Tour Championship being our final week? Because we made picks as we were gone. We went back and forth.
Yeah, we've been keeping up the picks,
keeping up everything.
Yeah,
this is a big week.
Yeah, so I think since the break, like you say, we're keeping the picks up. I had a pretty good run there. I was I got a second from Xander, so I won over $1 million. And then last few weeks, you've been clawing things back, and I think it's quite fitting actually. We come down to the last event of the season. I'm sitting at...
there were some big leads. Like at one point, I was up $5 million.
Yep.
You were up early.
I was up
like
10 at one point or something crazy.
Early.
Yeah. So it's gone all the way back and forth. And basically, right now, I'm winning, but only by 280 grand. So I'm at 15.7 million. You're a tick over 15.4 million, which is, I think after a season long, what are we at? 40? Because of course we did the majors and we did the women's events as well. So yeah, we're at 40. We've picked 40 events so far, and the Tour Championship about 44th and 45th, and yeah, basically, I mean, unless we are in the same position or within one position of each other, you got to think whoever wins this week is going to take the season.
Well, especially if someone just wins. If someone wins,
it's like, a blowout.
What is it, $20 million?
It's a $30 million purse.
Also, just quickly, we were able to pick everybody that was going in hot to each single week. We had all the stats behind us.
Yeah.
Neither one of us made more money than Scottie Scheffler so far.
Yeah.
He's got $20 million in the bank. We've both missed more cuts than him. He's missed one cut all year. I don't know how many I missed in this, but
so basically, if we remove the 3-pick rule and we just picked Scottie every week, we would have made more money than we've made.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've had I mean, Scottie's missed events. He hasn't even played in all the events.
We could have picked him and still made more money.
We picked the alternate field events that he wasn't in. We picked the women's events that obviously he's not in, and we still didn't make as much money.
If you are betting on what we pick, go the opposite.
So not only can we not play as good a golf as Scottie Scheffler, we can't even bet better than
even
Scottie
as a
Scheffler.
scramble, we're not beating Scottie Scheffler. Scottie Shambler.
Yeah, Scottie. Yeah.
All right. So who's your pick this week?
Okay, so this week I've not picked this guy all year, surprisingly. And given where we're at, I don't need a win, but I need Steady Eddie. I need the most boring top 10 you've ever seen. So I'm going with Mr. Tommy Fleetwood.
Just a completely uncompetitive top 10 coming. I don't think I've picked this guy. Maybe I have. I liked what I saw last week out of him. Here's what I'll preface this with saying. I think Rory McIlroy is winning this week. I loved what I saw last week. I think he's gonna win this week. That's my pick to win. I can't pick Rory. I've picked Rory 3 times. I picked Scheffler.
I've only picked Rory twice.
3 times. Well, you already made your pick. Yeah. And I picked Ludwig 3 times. I was hot on Ludwig this year.
Didn't really deliver for you.
Might have been miss. I was hot on Jackson Koiven this year.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I did call Jackson Koiven a different person and picked the wrong person earlier this year. I picked
not the week that he won, but you picked Johnny Kiefer when you were meant to pick Jackson Koiven.
Yeah, that one hurt. That hurt a lot.
We've both done that once each this year.
Yeah, it's but I can't even I hate the pick, which means it might work. But I'm going with Colin Morikawa.
Oh, wow. He let me down 2 weeks ago. He had a great weekend this past weekend.
Last week.
Yeah.
It's a pretty long ballpark out there. I'm really looking forward to 2028 where we don't have to see this golf course every single year, especially in the hot of Atlanta summer. And hopefully they bounce around and hopefully we see some pebble and yada, yada, yada late in the year. But for some reason, I just have a feeling. I got a feeling. I also have a feeling like this is like a Patrick Cantlay layup too. I feel like Patrick Cantlay shows up. Haven't seen him all year. Here he the playoffs. He just shows up.
Yeah.
Don't even know how he makes the playoffs, but here he is. And so I could see maybe I'll throw a little parlay. I haven't bet on anything in a long time. Maybe Rory, Cantlay, and Morikawa top 10.
Top 10.
Week.
Okay,
and maybe as well throw Tommy
bad.
in because he's getting in the top 10.
Yeah, and I mean, and as exciting as a Rory v Scottie thing would have been, I think Colin v Tommy that's going to be a fun one to watch.
I like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it. And shout out to Dubs, Wyndham Clark. Not everyone's favorite golfer. But at this point, he's probably the player of the year, even though Scottie's got all these.
I completely disagree with that.
If Scottie wins this week, he's player of the year. But
no, Scottie's already player of the year.
You win at the U.S. Open and 2 big dick events. And, it's hard to argue it with it right now. Cam Young was on his way there early in the year when he won the Players. I think he won 2 other times this year.
Matt Fitz was maybe in the mix a little bit.
I mean, he could win. If Matt Fitzpatrick wins this week, that's 4 wins for him this year. Yeah. I don't think it's as close as people say, which is, it's kind of sad.
It's got to be Scottie.
It's kind of sad that this is supposed to be the peak of the PGA Tour season and people are debating more about player of the year than who wins this tournament. So,
well, yeah, I mean, I think for things that we're out on, can we, because I've got one, can we discuss?
Let's get into things we're out on. Do you want to go with your, is this an off the cuff one?
No, it's on my list.
Okay.
Because can we go, because when we think of things we're out on the golf course, it's things when we play golf, things that we experience. But is it things that we experience as a fan
I think
of
it's just
professional golf as well?
Anything in golf that we're out on. This could be as close to logoed golf balls to, I don't have that on my list, to headphones.
Okay.
Whatever it is. But we have to agree and then we will post the official. I think we have to have. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to narrow it to 10. We could have 20 on our list.
Okay.
Yeah, this is our podcast. We haven't been around and we might have 4 listeners this week.
Yeah. We haven't been around for 2 months. It's going to be a 6-hour episode.
We got a lot to catch up on. Let's go back to the U.S. Open, which we didn't cover.
No, because I was going to, and I might be opening up a can of worms. A, because I definitely think you're going to agree with this. And B, we could probably do a whole podcast episode on this. One thing I'm out on, 100%, and I don't think this is contentious, is the playoff format, the FedEx Cup playoff format. It is atrocious.
Yeah, I'm 100% out on it. I've always been. It's not a playoff. It doesn't feel like play. If you can skip a week and still go on, then it's not a playoff.
Yeah.
It's not like you get a bye week. It's terrible. It's not exciting. This week's not exciting. I hated the net format. It might be better than what the current format is now. Because if we look at this week, for example, who's coming in at 30 right now? If we look at the power rankings, I think right now the power rankings on, I don't know if this guy is in 30th. I don't know where he actually stands, but Ryan Fox is in 30th.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. Right? He wins. He's had a good season.
Yeah.
But if Christopher Wrighton wins this week, he's the winner of the playoffs.
Well, I mean, to be honest, he's the winner of the season.
Yeah,
he is meant to be. You know what? When you talk about player of the year, why is there a vote? Because if you had a playoff, like, it's not like there's a Super Bowl champion and they go, okay, there's a Super Bowl champion. Now, who was the team of the year? Like, no, the Super Bowl champion is the team of the year.
Like, Kiefer Wrighton can be there. Alex Fitzpatrick, the fact he's even in the Tour finals, that's unbelievable.
He's had an awesome season.
But like, if he wins, now he's the winner of the PGA Tour
really,
season.
To be honest, anyone. I mean, it would even be. Now, this is going to be controversial. I think it would even be a farce if Rory won. He's played 13 events,
which is sick.
I don't know it is, but it's kind of ridiculous. You know?
It is. I think he's
going
to have, based on what there was somebody reporting, I think it was No Laying Up, shout out to them, we shout them out every time, that they were at the BMW Championship this week, and I guess Rory was actually trying to skip last week at Memphis.
Yeah.
And the PGA Tour is like, no, if you skip, you're
out.
So he was basically forced to, and then
he did. He shot +8 or something.
Yeah, and then he comes in this week and plays awesome. So, sign it. That's number one.
And like I say, there's so much I want to talk about with this, but we'd be here for 2 hours. So we're not going to go into like how we would fix it, all of that. Playoff format absolutely sucks. I don't think it's going to change next year, but I think 2028, it sounds as though we are going to get some changes.
It's coming. All right, I'm going a different direction.
Yep.
You might agree with me.
Okay.
Or you might not, which is the whole point of this. I don't know why I said that. I'm going to go with phones on the course. There is nothing worse than sharing a golf cart with a guy and you look over and he's just like scrolling Instagram.
Yeah.
Or texting down the fairway or whatever, looking at his Twitter, whatever it is. I've got, when I'm playing golf, I try to put my phone in the pocket. I do check it, but when I'm checking it, I actually try to check, I put it in the front pocket in the balls. I try to check it in there because I want, like, if I'm checking, it's like, is everything good at home? You know, I feel guilty sometimes. You got 2 kids.
Well, you got kids. You know,
so just quick check of that. But there's certain golf courses I've played 1 or 2 where it's like you can't even have your phone on the golf course. I love that. I think like if you're out there, go out there, put your phone on maybe emergency mode where someone calls you, but like I'm just out on phones on the golf course. Does it make your list though? Because the argument on the other side is there's all these great apps out there of like GPS apps and things along those lines, which, you know, I checked out. You know, we played a new course. We just down at Cherry Hill. Thank you to Walker for having us out. Awesome golf course. Yeah. Easily in my top 10 I've ever played. And
great time.
So, you know, you check the GPS, but like I still hate doing it.
Yeah. So are you saying it's like your preference is like the phone stays in the car? I will, like in the ideal world.
I played a course where you had to leave your phone in the locker room. Yeah, and if you were in the locker room, there was a designated spot where you could use your phone. Yeah, and then if you walked past that spot, you had to put your phone in a bucket. And I asked at the time, I was young, but I asked them like, well, there's a lot of guys doing big business in here. I was like, okay, fair enough. Yeah. But ideally, yes. I think my perfect world is like, your phone doesn't come out. I don't think that's fair, but I think if I really went down to it, it's like just people that are constantly on their phone.
Well, I think one thing, so because I'll say I will agree with this, but I'm in agreement, I guess, to an extent. Okay. So I'm in agreement up until a point, scrolling social media. Like, what are you doing? Like, if you're scrolling or like posting on your story or something, like we get, like if you go into a nice course, you want to get a photo, great. Like, do it afterwards. You don't need to be posting on your story, while you're in there.
I'm going to say this, and your wife was taking like thousands of videos and posted you freaking out. Well, that's her job.
That's her job.
We'll leave that there.
But yeah, so scrolling social media, texting again. There's texting like, hey, I had a missed call from my wife. I want to make sure there's nothing wrong with the kids. Whatever. That's different. Taking phone calls, unless it's an emergency, absolutely not. Like that is.
I think maybe it's just like being on your phone around everyone else. Like you're with 3 other people and that's not enough, then there's time to look within.
If you have to absolutely take a phone call, it's like, hey, hit my tee shot, then I'll excuse myself 50 yards away, so go into a bush or something. And so I guess I'm in agreement in principle. I'm not necessarily saying, hey, like if I go to a golf course and it's mandated your phone's got to be in the locker room, I'm gonna be like, great, that's awesome. I got no arguments. To say that I hate people having their phones at all in their bag, it's like, we got a buddy, he uses Arcos and he's doing his, I've got no problem with that at all.
No. Okay. Yeah. So I'll let you reword how we're going to post that on our list.
I think it's phones to an extent. We're in agreement.
I think maybe we put this in we'll put in a category of like, we got to monitor this situation. We got to figure out what this means, what rule we're going to set behind it. So it's not, we can't be fully out on it based on what we're saying, because we're not.
No,
we can't be. But let's say it's on the practice squad right now.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, my next one. I'm not sure if you'll agree with this. Cart path only. Oh, fully out on it.
It's the worst.
Absolute worst.
I would rather. I obviously would just rather walk.
Oh, 100%.
And if walking wasn't an option, I'm almost closer to not wanting to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you're not, because you're a golf sicko.
Well, sicko in a different way.
Yeah. But like, It's so bad. Now, I did get a new rangefinder that does point to point, which it does the Pythagorean, or how do you ever say that?
Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagoras theorem. Sure,
Yeah.
well, that sounds good.
Shout out. What was it? Gino? Was it Joel Damon's old caddy?
Yeah.
And he was like doing the over the trees, and
it's so.
I don't know if he actually did. But
it's so hard.
Yeah.
I just made it up when I was caddying, which is why no one calls. Why the LPGA was a lot easier because you can use rangefinders.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, 100%. I think that's it. That's obvious. I think that's an easy one for sure.
I mean, and it's like, hey, like on par threes, like all good. Like that's, I mean, you barring something crazy, like you're not going to be 100 yards out on your second shot. I mean, I've had a few of those this year, but so I get about, protecting the golf course, maintaining the golf course, respect for the golf course, 100%. This is not like I don't respect the golf course thing, but when it's August and we've had, 10 millimeters of rain in a week and they're like, oh, car path only, like what are we doing?
Yeah. I think we should fly through some that I think are easy. So that one's obviously on.
Okay.
I think you're easily going to agree with this. People who don't pay their bets immediately. That one's, if you're playing for money, the minute we get off that golf course and if there's a beer in our hand, I either want to be giving you my money or you better be asking or receiving it. Yeah. Like if I have to chase you down 3 days and our buddy Matt still doesn't pay me for the $25 he lost
a day later. Even a day later. Like,
I think he's just ignoring the fact that he lost. I think you paid Seb, but yeah.
No, I said I was going to get Seb at men's night this week.
Okay, there you go. So he still hasn't paid me.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just take that out of what I own for the round of golf out there.
Yeah. But no, it is the worst. It's
the
like
fact you have to ask.
I mean, it's
we all know what we were playing for.
Yeah, and I think it's a general principle of anything, right? Like if you go away on vacation and it's like there's a group of you and one guy's like, okay, we're going on these flights and we pay for the flights, and it's like, okay, those people are like, just do it straight away. Like it's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
All right, what's your next? And
you know what? The last thing I'll say on that, because those guys are always the ones when they win that ask for their money.
Or it'll be in the group chat, e-transfer with the email, like right away. Like they're not even off the green, and they're also phone guy. That guy, they're
on the phone.
They're phone guy. Yeah,
I don't know if you have any American listeners, but e-transfer like Venmo, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, we definitely agree. So what was that one? Sorry, that was people that don't pay their bets.
Yeah. In our list,
I'm keeping the list.
I'm just highlighting.
Oh, you are? Okay. Yeah. Nice. I don't know if there's any controversial ones in here, because I'm sure you agree with this one as well. But starters, particularly at, a public course or a municipal course, acting like they work at Augusta. These guys, you rock up to the first
tee. They're like police officers.
Yeah. And talking about cart path only. Oh, cart path only. If I see one of those tires on the grass off the edge of the cart path, like you will be kicked off.
Yeah. The starter's job, in my opinion, is to be the final person somebody sees to ensure they're going to have a great day.
Yeah.
And their job is to be like, hey, like this, if you haven't played there before, hey, like this whole, watch out for the left side here, this whole, and you get way too, even though you get so much information from those people that you're never going to remember, I'd still rather that than like, here's all the rules.
Yeah.
Right? Like, give me the positives, give me the rules, and then end with like, and boys, you have a great day.
Yep.
Carol's out there on the cart. She's gonna come find you, boys. You won't be thirsty out there today if you need anything.
Yeah,
something like that.
No,
and but I would say you get those experiences more at like resorts. I would say, than your average golf course, and it's very frustrating. And the service side of golf, I find, as because of how it's blown up so much.
Yep.
It's kind of died where it's like, oh, you're here just like everyone else is here. Why would I give you a great experience? It's like, you're going to be here anyway. And it's like, what are we doing? So yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's something that, my wife is, she's not a golfer per se, but she enjoys coming out with me and, actually playing in her first, she's doing a creator tournament and all this kind of, and it's one of the things that she says, right? It's quite I'll stop short of saying hostile environment. but it's very like clicky.
It's not always
also.
welcoming.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And she's like, for someone that she's like, if I wasn't with you, she's like, I might actually go back in my car because I have no idea what I'm doing and I feel extremely intimidated.
Which goes into my next one is just a lack of signage at golf courses.
Yeah.
You go to a golf course you haven't been to and there's no sign of here's the pro shop this way. And at a private course, you're going to get that because the people there are all members. And usually, I'm sure when you go out your first round, people are going to show you around and yada, yada. But when you go to a public course and there's no sign, there's no come to the shop first, welcome to the golf course. That way's the first tee. This is the 10th tee. You go to a course like, well, I'm in the parking lot. Now what?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's an unwelcoming environment.
Yeah.
It's like, am I supposed to be here? Right? And I think those two are hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's such a simple, low cost thing a golf course can do.
Yeah, I agree. And I had to check myself on this the other day because local course that I'm a member here at, not a definitely not a private course, executive course, and we're on you're going to know what I'm talking about. We're on the second hole and we saw a cart coming from the green towards us. And my immediate thing was kind of like, what the heck is this guy doing? And then the reason I say I caught myself is he's like, hey guys, I'm sorry. Where's the 17th tee? It was obviously his first time there.
Yeah.
And you can picture it, right? Because the course that I'm talking about, you come off the 16th and there's actually a cart path over on the left-hand side, which is the third hole and the third loop. And so they obviously went over there. They're like, no, we've already played that hole, looped around. And they're like, where the heck am I going? And so I was like, in that moment, I was like, shit, these guys, and I say, oh, no worries. Like it's right over there, turn around. And you're exactly right. If you just a little sign, hey, like you're going this way off the green.
17 this way.
Yeah.
17 this way, chance for a hole in one. Something like that. That's a sick sign.
Yeah.
Those
No,
are
100%.
things-
And I mean, I think it adds a little bit to the experience as well. Not just making it easier, but more enjoyable, and it adds a nice touch to the course itself.
Yeah, or like a sign at the turn that says, you see a sign at the turn, it'll be like 5 minutes tops at there. Instead, have a sign that says, this way to grab a drink and something to eat.
So,
keep it within 5 minutes, please. Yeah. And then maybe a blank, and it's like, Dave is here to help you today.
Yeah.
And then the next day we wipe out Dave. And it says, Carol again, she's moved in. She's got a raise and she's now working the bar inside. She's off the cart, something like that. But
and on the flip side of that, talking about, because the course that I play at is next to an airport, maybe they need the city needs to put in some better road signage, because I've had a guy about to drive into the 10th tee and I'm like, hey, like, can I help you? And he's like, yeah, I'm looking for Terminal 2.
I like that.
Back down the other way, buddy. Okay, my next one. We've had an episode dedicated to how expensive golf has got.
Yeah.
But my next one, things that I am out on. $18 for a bucket of range balls that look like they have gone through Vietnam. Like, that's a tough one.
I think this just, everything we're saying comes down to quality control and care.
Yeah.
It really comes down to care. Now, I will say range balls are expensive. I work at a golf course now where range balls go missing like crazy, and then you find them on the golf course, and people take range balls and they'll hit them in the water in their backyard and things along those lines. So I get it, but if you make it $22, that's not going to stop somebody either, right? It's still 50 golf balls for 22, but like, yes, range, it's gotten insane.
It's and again, it's not the cost itself, because I get that. It's the whole someone steals apples from the grocery store. Well, now apples all of a sudden aren't $1 anymore; they're $1.50. Like I get it, and I've never run a range or worked on a range. It'd be incredibly difficult because you see people spraying the balls everywhere, and then there's mud and the balls are on the ground, all this kind of stuff. But again, I don't suspect this will solve the problem. I would rather pay a little bit more and have the balls have dimples on them.
I got nothing to argue on this one.
But it's a tough one. Like you say, it's these courses are so busy now, so many people. And like you say, when you say people taking balls, like taking them and playing with them on the course.
Yeah. But like most ranges, there is a very low quality golf ball that is probably flight controlled at most places. Some aren't. Yeah, people are idiots.
Yeah. We haven't disagreed on anything really yet, have we?
No. I'm going to go, maybe you'll disagree with this. I'm going to go with mulligans.
For everyone?
Everybody.
Oh, okay.
The point of golf is to get better and beat your last score, and mulligans are just lying to yourself.
Yeah, see, okay, there we go. I'm going to disagree with this one because I'll get like, my wife she's just at the point where she's like, oh, I'll keep my score. But if she starts playing like shit, she's like, I don't care. Like, she's not maintaining a handicap. She's only keeping her score for herself.
Yeah.
You know, she's not entering money games or she's not sandbagging or anything like that. And if she tops one 5 yards, I'm like, yeah, hit another one. Like, you know.
Well, it's 5 yards. You're gonna hit the same shot anyway. It's 5 less yards.
But it's an opportunity for like, the better you get at golf, the likelihood of hitting, like, I would say the better you get at golf, you don't hit. What am I trying to say? Like multiple bad shots in a row as much as someone else does, right? So for her, a mulligan is an opportunity to be like, oh, I'm going to fix what I just did.
Okay, I can agree to disagree on being fully out on them. Now, I would say, now this is going to seem like an attack on you. I would say what most people, once they get good, do is they hit a bad one, they'll still play that ball, and then they'll drop another one and hit another one from that spot. So it's like a fake mulligan. It's like, well, I want to try this shot again. Yeah. But it doesn't actually count for my score.
Well, are you saying, because that's what I do often, like I'll hit a bad one off the tee.
Maybe.
I'll hit a bad one off the tee. And then, like, I'm not in a tournament or anything, so I'll hit another one for practice. I'm not playing that second ball.
But here's the thing. Like, if we're playing for money, is that fair? Because now you're like working on your swing.
You know what? You know what? Then hand up. I won't do that anymore. I won't do that anymore. And I just want to reiterate, I never play the second ball.
No, never. But you are also
getting an extra
practicing.
Stroke, getting an extra practice.
You're practicing on a golf hole. So technically, anytime we've played a match, we should probably look back at some tape here. You might have lost. You've lost every hole you've done that on. You might have won a hole doing that on.
What do you mean? No, but I never play the ball. I never play that. It's practice.
Yeah,
I still, if I top a shot or shank it or whatever, I still play that ball.
So if Xander does that this weekend,
we're not playing the Tour fucking championship.
I don't know.
But you know what? To keep you happy, I'm going to stop doing that.
Okay, but if you do it again, I'm saying you just lost that hole, and then I will play this for you, and then you'll have to agree.
Yeah, well, I'll just say first one was unplayable. I'm taking 3 off the tee.
I'm fine with that. You are always allowed stroke and distance. That's what I'll do is the next one, like, oh, no, that's your ball.
Yeah.
That was your
3 off the tee.
That was unplayable. You deemed that.
You know, it's funny. Somehow I knew this was going to come up because I do get frustrated, and like I cannot reiterate this enough. I'm not cheating. I'm just getting. But when I do it, I'm like, the boys are probably chuckling at this. You know, me practicing another one off the tee. Or
yeah, I mean, I don't really care.
No, I know what you mean,
but it's gray area.
It's a gray area. Don't do it in tournaments.
Yeah,
obviously. Well, the next one on the mulligan theme. Gimmies that are not gimmies. And you know what? I'll take this a step further. Completely out on gimmies. Look, match play, you can concede. Like, that's fine.
Okay.
Like, if match play's a different beast. But, the guys that are like, like, you're not going to give me that, or, like getting upset. And no, just putt it.
Yeah, I wish you guys gave me one last week. I had about a 3-footer for birdie that had 0% chance of going in.
It was like 5 feet. Come on. It was a 5-foot downhill slider on greens that were running at 11.5. We're not giving you that.
I could have used that one looking back.
Let's ignore match play.
Well, I mean,
let's say match
gimme, someone else has to give it to you.
Yeah.
So that's kind of in match play. I'll go one further on this, and I'll just say I'm out on stroke play completely.
Golf should just be match play.
That's how golf started, and I think golf should be match play always.
So you're actually so in on gimmies that you want it to be match play all the time.
So I'm so out on your take that I want it to be match play. But I don't know the last time I played anybody in a stroke play thing. I hate stroke play.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah, you do. Every time we play a match, it's match play.
Yeah, I hate
anytime we play together, it's match play.
Because it's way more fun.
It is.
I think people... I actually actually think, you know what, I'm going to lean into this one. And this isn't even things we're out on. You know what it is? I'm out on stroke play, and here's why. I think people would have way more fun. Let's use your wife as an example. Let's say your wife and my wife went out to play golf.
Yep.
And they didn't keep score. They played each other. So
they just like who got the better score on the hole. That's a point.
And that's a point, right? And that would be, I think, way more fun for them, because I don't think they really care who would win across 18 holes. But if Catherine won 6 holes, she'd be pretty stoked on winning those 6 holes. And then next time you're like, okay, now I want to win 9
Last time
holes.
I won 6, I want to win. Yeah.
I think that would be way more fun, and that's where golf started. And golf's supposed to be competitive. And I get some people like, well, I want to be competitive myself, and most of those people are vanity handicaps usually, which are also people that don't pay their bets.
But to your point, I think that's also, we've spoken about things like pace of play. I think if you had 2, people that are newer to golf that went out first hole and they're like, okay, this is the system that we're doing. If the first person's on the green in 3 shots and the other person's they're on their 5th shot, they're not even on the green, they'll probably just be like, oh, okay, like you win that hole, pick up, maybe go and putt one, or,
go chip around, hit a shot, be like, you
don't
win.
need to hit every shot to get to the green.
Exactly.
Or,
So are we out in stroke play?
Wait, did you just literally turn you actually flip this so far on its head that
That's how I do it, boys. Yeah, we are in on gimmies and we're out on stroke play.
Sure.
Sounds like we're not. I sound like we both.
Well,
disagree,
I mean, what's realistic? You know what I mean? But anyway, maybe we've got 2 there. Maybe that's just a thing that we're in on. We're all in on match play.
Okay, well, we're doing that. That's a preface for next week. We are doing next week.
Okay,
things we're in on.
So we put this as maybe a monitor the situation.
I think we're monitoring. We're monitoring gimmies
okay.
right now. We are taking a close eye at gimmies for the next little while.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
I'm gonna go. They're gonna blend together here.
Okay,
and people are gonna hate this. I played a lot of golf courses that most people would never be able to get on, right?
Sick flex.
I know, but
You've also taken me with you though.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Which is, I don't even know how to word this properly. I'm out on private club culture in North America.
Just and
here's what I mean. Let me preface. So this is going to be the longest one. You're going to have a whole slide on Instagram because it's going to be brackets.
Yeah.
Every course should be accessible to people at least once. So what I mean is I played a course. I was in England during our break. Went to a course 2 weeks. This course is a private golf course.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm visiting. I reach out to the pro. He says, absolutely, we'd love to have you out. You can come here. Here's blah, blah, blah. And I said, I don't have golf clubs. And he says, I'll find some for you.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine, I'm very lucky as a PGA Pro. We tend to take care of one another and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah,
whatever.
not your general Joe blogs can do
But
do
imagine you reached out to the Summit in Toronto and you said, hey, I'm in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come play? They're not even going to answer your email probably.
Yeah.
Right? Where in the UK, you can go play Muirfield.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the most exclusive clubs in the country. You're going to pay a lot.
Yeah.
But I think if there was a way where, hey, I want to play this club just once, that should be allowed.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna disagree overall. And the first point that I'll say, and I don't believe this is what you're saying around the culture side of things, because as you mentioned, shout out Walker, everyone at Cherry Hill, one of a very, very special day for me, and I think for you as well. I mean, that was the what we experienced as far as the culture there. It was just exceptional.
It was complete. It was. I'll even go one for. I played a lot of private golf courses. I have never felt more welcome. To be at a course where there are 400, 500 members.
Yeah.
And it was after a big ladies' day event, which means a lot of these members aren't playing for the whole morning. Every single member that saw us there knew we weren't from there. Came up to us, gave us information on the golf course, told us what to order in the restaurant.
Said the course in great shape. You're going to enjoy it.
Here's what you want to do here. we pass members on the golf course. Are you guys having a great time? And they're recognizing, hey, these guys are probably never going to get to come back here, or and like, let's make their experience great. I played at other private golf courses, and it's like, you get looks like, why are you here?
Yeah.
What's with the guy with all the tattoos? Why is that guy yelling in some sort of weird accent? Right? Like, it's that kind of culture of like, it's I mean, it kind of just goes back to a bunch of things, the unwelcoming culture, but it's even more at these private clubs.
I guess that the only thing the bit that I'm going to disagree on, and maybe like you say, maybe there is a system in which this works, because if you get, I guess what am I trying to say? Like, private clubs are private for a reason.
Of course.
And
people pay a lot of money to be there.
You pay a lot of money, and there's even as a member, right? It's an experience.
Yep.
And so if you just allow, I'm really trying to word myself, use the right words here. But if you allow anyone off the street to just be like, oh, I've never played golf before, I want to do this, there needs to be some sort of system. And like you say, I think a lot of what they do in the UK with this sort of system where it's, hey, locals can pay 40 euros, but you want to play here, it's 400 euros.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, where maybe it's like, yeah, you can, as a guest, you can come here. It's going to cost you $1,000 or whatever it may be.
But if someone's willing to pay it, imagine a day like this. I already used the Summit as an example. I don't know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the Pulpit in Toronto. Awesome looking golf course on like one of my top bucket lists for Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine there was a day where it was like, yeah, we have X amount of times. We'll put your name in the lottery. It's one day of the year where we put the names in the lottery. Whoever gets picked, you get to play. You're going to pay a lot of money. You're going to pay double the guest rate.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Let's say it's $500.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, crazy money. I'm just throwing that out there. But imagine you get to every single tee. Everyone's a non-member. Every single tee, there's a member standing there. It's like, okay, here's the first hole. Here's what you're looking for. Here's where, everything funnels this way. I'm going to walk this hole with you, give you the experience. Now somebody else does that on the side.
Yeah.
Like, that would be such a cool experience of like, I'm so proud of this club. I want you to see it.
Yeah.
Versus, I'm so proud of this club. Put a gate at the
We're going to put a lock and key, and you're never going to.
Yeah. No, face recognition to walk to get in there.
Yeah. I think maybe I agree in principle. I have no idea how it would transpire. But I think I agree with you in principle, because if everyone could have the experience like we had last week, I mean, just like top shelf.
Well, I think back to that awesome podcast. If you're ever in a podcast at all and you haven't listened to Revisionist History, one of the best podcasts ever, Malcolm Gladwell, and he basically talks about the private country clubs in Los Angeles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how like they take up so much space.
Oh yes, we listened to this when we were driving
through
their
fair share of taxes and yada yada yada. I haven't looked at the taxes in Canada on private clubs. I'm not here to say that, but he made a very good argument of like, I have to run on the side of the road as cars are passing me at 60 miles per hour when there's a park right there.
Yeah. And there's no one playing golf.
And there's no one playing golf.
Yeah.
And they're not paying their fair
so
share. So
it's maybe there's a community aspect there, right? Where it's like, hey, because realistically,
that's what's awesome about the UK. That golf club, yes, it's private, but like every single person in that community has some tie to it, whether they work there or whether they play there, whether they're just a social member there. They're like proud. It's like their soccer teams. Like, the Lincoln Football Club sucks, but they're my suck.
It's
mine. And there's some private golf courses in the UK that are like that too, but like they're proud and they want you to see it. And that just doesn't exist here. I don't know how to word that into things we're out on, but
I mean, this is not things that we're going to fix and how we would do it. This is just things that we're, and so I again, maybe there's something there. I'm sure all the things that we've described probably wouldn't work in reality, but what is a way that the LA Country Club example that you get, that's a really good example, right? How would you do this so it becomes not even more accessible? I don't think accessible is the right word, because the members are going to be the members, right? But how would you, it's almost like a branding exercise, right? Like, because if you listen to that podcast on LA Country Club, you'd probably get non-golfers listening to that.
And it's
being
called,
like,
for the record, it's called a good walk spoiled.
Yeah.
by
You probably
revisionist
get
history.
non-golfers listening to that being like, fuck those guys.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
should pay their
They
taxes.
should pay their taxes, you know,
and so should churches, but that's
Yeah.
a different argument. For
Oh
different
God. No. Okay. We're going to put that in agree. We're going to put that in
Okay.
agree. But we're going to have to.
You have
We're going to have to word it in a
you word
way
it your
that.
way.
Yeah.
Use
Okay.
some weird Kiwi language.
I'm going to grab a beer.
Sure.
What was that?
God, I got to go pee.
Oh yeah, go for it. There we go. It was a strategic break. I need to grab your diaper to go pee.
Good. Yeah, steal something next from you. Yeah. I don't know where they are.
Oh yeah.
Go. Something that follows sandbags.
Sandbags? I didn't even know we had that.
Joe, great. Just too fired up now.
All right. So was my one next?
Wait, yeah, but I said there was two part of that.
Oh, okay.
The other one
second
was.
part.
I think it's the second one. Technically, it's the second one.
Okay.
I think unnecessary traditions, and I think
Okay.
brackets. Not putting your shoes on in the parking lot. Who does that affect? Why does that affect anybody? What's the difference between me carrying my sweaty shoes in my palms across the road into the locker room to put them on there? I don't get it. I'm out.
You're out? Yeah, I mean, unnecessary. It's a funny one because I will say, like, we had, again, not to flex too much, but we had this last week.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun. I don't know.
I liked having. I think there's certain. So when I played Hamilton many times, and when you go there, they want you to have the full member experience.
Yeah,
and they're like, yeah, we want you to sit. You have your own locker for the day.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of cool. I've also played courses where it's like, don't look at the locker room.
Yeah,
just don't change your shoes in the parking lot. It's like, so now I'm just
where
changing,
do I go?
Yeah, like, oh, there's a janitor's closet.
Yeah,
you can go,
or you got to pull into the gas station before you get to the course.
Done that many a times because like it's just a headache to like.
Well,
Dude.
I mean, maybe the point is that the keyword here is unnecessary,
Yes.
right? So in the case of last week, it wasn't unnecessary because rather than saying do not change your shoes in the parking lot, it was, hey, please come in, use the locker room. We'll give you a locker room for the day, and you can change your shoes in the locker room. And it's the way it's framed, right?
So maybe I'm flipping. I'm changing it to. Don't tell me what not to do. Tell me what to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's a fair one, and maybe
which is like caddying 101.
Yeah.
Like don't miss left. Tons of room right.
Tons of room right.
See, it's just wording like that.
Yeah. But no, I think I do agree to a certain extent. I think there's a big caveat on the word unnecessary, right? Like you've spoken about Ely before, and I don't think they have it anymore, but it was like if you wore shorts, you had to have high socks. And if you turned up without high socks...
You're
backtracking.
I think that's sick.
Yeah, exactly. But again, to the point that I think the subjective part about this is what is unnecessary, right? Because that one's a bit of cheek and mouth.
Yeah.
And the funny part about that is you don't turn up with long socks, you got to buy them from us, and there's yellow and green.
Yeah.
But I do.
I think if I can't, it's just like anything in life. I'm kind of a dick in this way. If you can't tell me the why of why I have to do this or why I cannot do something, and the answer is because that's how we've always done it.
Yeah.
Well, give me the original why of why that started in the first.
Yeah. Well, again, it's something I don't mind doing, but why is there hats off in the clubhouse?
I
don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
I think it's honestly
disrespectful, but why?
Yeah, it's just old. It's just an old thing. And again, I'm not saying I don't mind it. I no harm. It's not difficult for me to take my hat off.
But my eyes, man.
My eyes. Yeah. So maybe we put this one and monitor the situation because I think there are some that
not being able to put your shoes on the parking lot. We're monitoring that one.
Yeah. But again, if you flip it on its head and it's like, rather than don't do this, be like, hey, please come and do this instead of whatever.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Give me two, because I just went two.
Okay. My next one, this is, maybe coming back to the betting guy. This is the guy who doesn't pay his bets is probably going to do this as well. This is the guy or girl who hits their provisional, but always finds the first one. Always finds the first one,
Yeah.
Or even, hits a shot into the red stakes. Found it,
Now, you are assuming bad intent right now.
What do you mean?
Maybe they are finding their first one.
Every single time?
I did play with a buddy. He was not a good golfer.
Yeah.
And he always played the weirdest golf balls.
Yeah.
Like, let's say a Slazenger in 2018.
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy would hit this ball into the deepest shit. And when I tell you this guy came out with that golf ball every time, he came out with that golf ball every
because
time.
If you're hitting a Slazenger and if you find but there's no questions asked because there ain't no other Slazengers in there.
And he was a super hairy man. Like his whole body was hairy. So it might have been like a Bigfoot situation where it's like, this is like where he belongs.
This is my home.
And he just can smell these things out or something. Yeah, I agree. I think this kind of goes into Lost Ball Guy, where they look for a lost ball forever, and it's clearly been 3 minutes and they're still searching.
Yeah.
Now, I will preface this. I actually just read a great article about is it Bob Mayfair? It might be Billy. It's either Bob or Billy.
Okay.
Whoever. He played on the Champions Tour.
Oh, okay.
He played on the PGA Tour, he played on the Champions Tour. And he went through this rules issue like that, where he searched his golf ball and he couldn't let it go. And it was 3 minutes and it was on the Champions Tour. And he actually searched for it for 4 minutes, 55 seconds. He wasn't aware of it.
Yeah.
And then he was so stuck on it because he got a penalty stroke after when he found it. And he actually got DQ'd because once he found it, it's technically a lost ball. He should have played the other one.
He played it after he found it.
Yeah, he got disqualified. It ended up because he was so focused on it for weeks after he ended up getting tested for autism. He found out he had autism.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so I get it. Some people's brains, unfortunately, doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
But it is frustrating. It's man, it's gone.
It's good. Yeah.
It's gone. It's just a golf ball. And
well, it's not the golf ball that they're searching for. It's the penalty stroke that they don't want to take.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's something in there with the two of the lost ball, searching for lost ball. Yeah. And I say lost ball guy. It's always a guy.
Is that what you have that on your list?
Yeah, lost ball guy. Okay, it's always a guy.
Okay, maybe we just read what is it.
Catherine, if she loses a ball, I don't think she ever looked for a golf ball. She doesn't even look for it when she hits it down the middle.
When she hits the pink ones. Yeah, exactly.
She hits it and goes, where did it go?
Where did it go?
Did you look?
The fairway.
Nah, I hit it. You find it now. I'll be in the cart taking a video of you getting pissed off. Come on. Yeah, there's something in there. There's something in the lost ball guy.
There is definitely something in there. Interestingly enough, I had that happen to me this year at the not the Flagstick Open, the shootout. And I was searching for my ball on the 13th hole there at Smugs, and we ended up finding it. And then the rules official picked it up, was like, here you go. I was like, I was going to play that. She's like, no, you won't. It'd be more than 3 minutes. I was like, oh.
I like that.
But I didn't lose a golf ball.
Hey!
Yeah, I didn't lose $6, but it cost me a stroke.
Unnecessary abuse on women. Do you see this good ad that's all over the place?
Do it. Yeah.
Absolute idiots. You know what? I'm going to add this to the list. I'm out on good. Not because of that. I've always been out on good. I think good and the what is that? The Church Golf League or whatever it's called.
TGL?
No, the like with Grant Horvat and all of them, and it just
that's TGL.
No.
Oh no, not TGL. YGT. I call it the Church Golf League because it just feels like church camp, even though you're I'm out on good. I'm out on all that. I'm not saying I'm out. Sorry, like YouTube?
No, I'm just out on very specific members of YouTube.
Okay.
And that, in goods, if it's a Venn diagram, they're right in the middle, and then there's all. That's a Venn diagram, right? A circle and a bunch of circles that overlap.
Yeah, that is a Venn diagram.
Nice. I'm not a big math guy.
Okay, so we went from what did we go from to being out on good?
Just put good on the monitoring list, please.
I mean, it's tough because I think they've obviously they're doing Garrett he's doing very well. I think they do a lot of cool stuff. It's not my shtick. I watch other stuff on YouTube. I don't watch them, but I can appreciate what they've done. I can appreciate the following that they've built. The Callaway thing, gross miscalculation, misjudgment, whatever you want to call it.
I like that Callaway's trying to come out. We didn't know they were going to post this. You clearly signed off on
someone at Callaway signed off on it.
Yeah.
And then the apology afterwards, this doesn't align with our values. It's like, well, you're only saying that because there was if everyone laughed at this, I'm gonna have to agree with you.
You're out on good.
Because I think so. When I say I'm out, I'm not saying I dislike them or I hate them. I can respect what they've done. I'm not a fan of their format. The Callaway thing, that's a major fuck up. But I think there's also a reason that I like Brad Dahlke, I like Grant Horvat, guys like that. They were in good and they left.
Yeah,
so maybe there's a reason behind that.
A full 30-minute video where a guy's just sitting looking at the camera. He's like, Grant Horvat has left good.
Yeah, but
and here's my statement.
But
it's
Steph,
just
they get 1 million views on those videos.
They're so cringe.
So but there's a reason.
But doesn't mean I have to be in.
No, you don't have to be in.
I'm fucking out. And if you don't post it, I'll hack the account and I'll just post it.
Okay. Yeah. We're out on good. I wrote good God.
The Church Camp League.
What was the original one that you said you're out on before you got derailed into good?
Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'll go 2 more and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
This one, signing your glove after a good round of golf.
As a professional?
As just an amateur. No, I think a professional, if they're signing their glove, they're giving it to a kid, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I was wondering. Yeah.
I have seen multiple buddies, friends, acquaintances who have posted on social media, I shot under par for the first time, signing their golf ball, signing their glove, and posting it. And it's
but signing it for who?
Themselves.
Yeah, no, I'm out on that.
Yeah.
Fully out on that.
I get you're proud of a round of golf. Cool.
Keep the scorecard.
The scorecard.
Get your buddy to sign the scorecard as the attester.
Our buddy Matt, I guess, when people have really good, because his scorecards are immaculate.
Yeah.
So perfect.
Yeah.
Very nice writing. Nothing is out of place. Everyone can look at it and be like, this is great.
Yeah.
But get a buddy like that to make up a nice scorecard. Signing your fucking glove.
And then what? Framing it, or
it's just.
I mean, even if you frame it, that's
lame.
Weird.
It's lame.
You want stuff framed of other people's signatures.
I think I'm saying I'm just out on you being proud of yourself, is what I'm saying. Let's go back to the start.
Yeah. So everything we said at the start. No, that is weird. I've got my. I've got a hole-in-one ball, and I've got the ball that I dunked for eagle at.
That's cool,
Wooden
but
Stick.
does it say you didn't write hole in one on it?
I didn't sign it. I'm going to put it in something someday. I've got my scorecard here somewhere of my best round, but again, I signed it as in I signed as the player and then I got someone to attest it.
There you go. That's
but
cool.
I'm not fully out on signing a glove. I mean, again, professional, had a good round, give it to a kid, different story. But yes, that I've never seen anyone do, like a friend or an amateur do that. Wow. Okay.
Throw it down on the list.
Fully out.
Actually,
oh, sorry.
I got two more quick ones. I think you're agree, and then I'll let you end.
Okay.
I'll let you end.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm out on buying a round of drinks for other people after your hole-in-one.
Yeah. I mean, if you disagree with this one.
It should be the opposite.
It should absolutely be the opposite.
If you get a hole-in-one, everyone should be willing to buy you a drink, and you should have to get a ride home.
Yeah.
You just had something that I just saw. Xander's only had 2 in his life.
Yeah.
And I've had 2. Like, Xander and I aren't on this. We're not playing the same game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's had 2. If I get a third, like, you guys should be getting me drunk. I shouldn't be paying for all of you. That makes
You should get a free day off work the next day.
Absolutely.
It should be written into everyone's. It should just be a thing in your contract.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you don't agree with this one, I mean, yeah. Anyway.
And my last one is I'm out on out of bounds. Anywhere. I think we need a different thing instead of out of bounds that is like, let's say it's white stakes still. Leave it simple. Your ball went in there. You drop beside it. You cannot go in there. You can't look in there. You can't try to find it. Use that as an environmental thing. That's someone else's property thing. Whatever it is. But out of bounds sucks. There's no one winning in out of bounds. It's not fun.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, it might have gone in there. Now I have to hit. Now I go look, and now it's not there. And now I go. I'm out. I don't get it. It's stupid.
So would you go as far to say that you're out on stroke and distance unless it's to the benefit of the golfer? Because when you say this, right now, with the exception that
those are 2 different things, though.
Well, okay, yeah, fair enough. The point that I was going to make is like, why not red stakes everywhere? Why not just red stakes everywhere?
Because then people will be searching in people's properties.
But then you have, like at Smugglers, right? You have the right side of 17, which is red. It's red with white tips, which means that it's not stroke and distance. You play. It's a hazard, but you're not allowed to go in there because you'll fall off the cliff, right? So why do we not have effectively red stakes everywhere, and then, like you say, environmental areas, private property, whatever it's red with a white tip.
That's
everywhere.
That's what I'm in on, and I'm out on out of bounds.
I can't disagree. Like, what is the point? What is the point of out of bounds?
I don't know. Other than like marking property and spots where they don't want people to be, I don't really. An internal out of bounds. I mean, more out now. There are things from a safety perspective with internal out of bounds. There's certain courses like Equinel where that makes sense. But then,
again, why not play it as red stakes?
Yeah,
like play it the same rules as a hazard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. So that's why I was saying stroke and distance.
Yeah.
Because is it not the
stroke and distance you can use it anywhere, right? If you like when Charlie Hall putted off the green and then made like a 9 on that hole, she could have just
taken it
had
back.
A putt for bogey and probably made a 6 instead of a 9. That's, I think, a different situation.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm out on that too. I think that's dumb. I think I'm
kind of agree.
Yeah.
I kind of agree because that kind of goes play against how it lies.
Exactly.
That's kind of like counter. They're just like the rule number 1, which I'm also, I think now I'm just adding, I'm out on, preferred lies, but we're not going to agree on that because as we talked about, golf's supposed to be fun. But the first rule of golf was like, just play the ball where you found it, unless it was in like the goat shit on the old course or whatever it was. So you know what? I think I'm out on stroke and distance as well.
Yeah, there we go.
I think I'm out on that too.
And I mean, look, there's got to be out of bounds. Like there's got to be a limit to where the golf course ends.
Of course.
But in terms of what you're penalized for going in there, just play it as red stakes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Irish drops, baby.
Irish drops.
All right, that's all. That's my list.
I've got okay. I got two more. The first one's related to maybe the range balls. And it's
just range balls again.
Just
going right back to that.
Right.
Start naming all the golf courses with bad range balls.
$50 for 2 people to ride in a cart is tough.
Yeah,
it's really tough. And look,
now we sound like old guys that are like, oh, back in my day it was 10.
I agree. And look, nothing against any. Courses are busy. if I was a business owner, I would be, supply economics 101, supply and demand. I'd be pricing my stuff according to demand. So I can't complain that it is a tough pill to swallow though. When riding in the cart for two people is more than a green fee. That's tough.
Yeah. I'm sure we both played courses where you got a crazy deal off like a golf now and the cart's more than the green fee.
Yeah, 100%.
Which maybe I'm just out on carts.
You are out on carts. You're out on push carts as well.
I think I'm fully out on push carts.
Even, so quick story, Stefan got acquired an electric
I already
push
made a
cart.
statement
You did, but I'm just saying on the weekend, you borrowed it off said...
stealer of it.
Person you donated it to.
Yeah.
And then after, what was it, 9 holes? You're like, I'm out. Like, 7. You're
7
like, no,
holes.
take it away
it's
from me.
No, this
I'm
just
done.
isn't for me. I just like to be able to go A to B, and a push cart and an electric cart, I gotta do too much.
I think, anyway. You're just out on carts in general.
Yeah, I mean, I like a golf cart. I hate golf cart path only. I think I would be in on a golf cart, single golf carts. I mean, I want
you want those bikes.
I want a motorcycle, a skateboard, surfboard, whatever you call it. I'm totally in on those.
Because that'd be sick. You kind of get like you've got the golf, and then you've also got like a bit of a
that's
you're
awesome.
ripping around on a
maybe like you have that one wheel, right?
Yeah,
like get on one of those down the course.
Yeah, man. You know what we need? Protect the course. We need Marty McFly hoverboards, and there's no damage to the course. We're good.
Didn't Bubba try to do that? Like 2012, he had like a golf hoverboard. Look it up; it's out there somewhere.
Okay, and my last one is on the 19th hole. The guy who replays out loud every single shot of his round. Now we all get for a drink at the end, and. Someone or probably multiple people in the group did something crazy that day. A chip in or a long putt or a
bunker shot where your feet are outside the bunker, the ball almost 4 feet below you, and you hit it to 4 feet.
And so those are fun things to reflect on and talk about as a group, right? But the guy who's like, okay, shots 1 through 84, like, come on, like read the room. We don't want to hear every single one.
I know a buddy that can recite every single shot he's ever hit ever. Like he can be like, he can go back to a tournament that he played in like 10 years ago. The day of the round, when we sit on the 19th, I can probably remember every single shot all people hit if I'm watching. Roughly, and tell you what your score was, just roughly, especially if we're playing a match. If we're not, I won't really notice.
Yeah.
But the next day, I can't even picture holes. Like we just played Cherry Hill, and I always remember the start. I always remember the ending, and then just random snippets. Yes. I don't know I try to take it all in. I'm trying to look around, like, oh, that's really cool, and then it just.
I could name.
That's the ADHD brain, I guess. Yeah.
I can picture in my head right now from Thursday when we played the first hole, the 9th hole, and the 18th hole. Apart from that, pretty blank. I can remember shots that I hit, but I don't know what hole it was. Like the par 3 over the water, I chunked it, came up short, like on the green, but had a 80-foot putt. I can remember that shot. I don't know what number hole that was. So anyway.
Yeah, I guess I'm out on the guy that tells you about his round forever. I really don't care.
It's too much.
Tell me who he shot, and then they're always like, and if I just hit that chip a little better, like I would have been 75 instead of 76. If I
had 10 less shots today, I would have shot a better score.
Yeah, and if I was better at golf, and then better at golf than that, and better at golf than that, I would not be talking to you right now. All right, so we got what's our final list?
Okay, so we're out on the playoff format.
Yep,
cart path only. Bets not being paid immediately. Obnoxious starters. We're out on no signs at the course.
So I think you got to bracket those into just lack of experience.
So we'll put them in. We'll categorize these. We'll categorize these. We're out on range balls with no dimples, private club culture, specifically in North America. You're out on good.
Whoa!
No. I know. I agreed. That one is a tough one because there is some good stuff.
No, you gotta make sure.
No, I got to be on one side.
You got to make sure with the out on good. It's the YouTube channel, not good. Like, hey, that's good.
Well, no, because we said we're monitoring the situation on Gimmies.
Yeah, but we're not out on it yet.
Okay, fair enough. We're out on good. We're out on good. The social content creation
and the church camp league.
I don't mind the Church Count League.
Wow.
Yeah. Signing a glove, excluding professionals signing to give away to a kid.
Signing glove, signing ball, signing anything other than
that
your
is
scorecard.
for yourself.
Yeah,
that's weird. Buying drinks for your own hole-in-one. Out of bounds, and we took that a step further. We're out on stroke and distance entirely.
Yeah, we are.
$50 for two people to ride in a cart. And again, you also took that one further. You're just out on carts in general. Everyone should walk. And then the 19th hole guy who replays every shot.
That makes me seem like I'm an ableist. That's not what I said.
You're just out on carts.
I am out on carts sometimes.
Stefan will never take a golf cart again in his life. You heard it here.
I don't know. Sure.
No. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You do. You only really. I've only really seen you take a cart at this year was at Wooden Sticks and then Montebello, which both places had to take a cart. So
yeah, I just want.
I
just want to be with my golf bag, and I also don't go to the gym anymore.
Yeah,
it's like my only form of exercise.
Yeah, fair enough.
This 40-pound bag.
Like feeling. You probably like feeling the weight.
I just
on your
like
back,
the feel of a 40. Never mind.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Cool.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us after the break, episode 29. And I won't say it's the end of summer yet because it's not. Summer for me in Canada goes all the way to November. So that's my personal thing. I'm out on fall, even though I enjoy it. I refuse to acknowledge fall as a season. But we'll come back next week and we'll do things that we're in on. And this time next week, we'll know who's stumping up for dinner.
Yeah, we'll be choosing where we're going for dinner.
Yeah.
Lastly, rest in peace to Matt McQuillan as well. Thinking of you and your family.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. All right. Thanks, everyone. I didn't do the whole spiel. I'm out of practice. Help us out. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Resubscribe, re-engage, all of that stuff. Yeah. Appreciate you tuning in as always. We'll see you next week for episode 30 next week. All right. We'll see you then.
Cheers.
Cheers.